Hello everyone. Oh, my microphone's very loud. Hello everyone. That's better. Excuse if my setup's not quite right tonight. I'm in a different house. Different setup. And I might have to... Let's see. This is my setup. I better make sure I paired everything. I want to make sure I'm on Bluetooth, don't I? Hey David. Come on, give me Bluetooth. There we go. I spent ages creating this. I couldn't tell if it worked then properly. I got this one. Which one do you prefer? Snoring. You can see my Pinarello, old shitty Pinarello. Alright, so what have we got? Let's turn the fan on because it's actually quite hot in this room. Maybe I've got air conditioning going. Yeah, I got the intro too. Not sure if you saw it, Mike. Okay, so what bike are we doing? I don't even know what the hell's going on with this. I just wanted to stream so I could test my stream. Actually, I just like trying to learn some new things, and a lot of streamers are so crap. Only thing is I've got the chat, because I put OBS on my left screen. So I've got to look really far left to see the chat. Maybe if I move that across. Oh, I can put that actually up here. There we go. See, so I've got my, I don't know if you can see it very well, it's behind the microphone. I've got the chat up on my same screen as Zwift now in that useless space. So now, I've got to get the source up. Source. Where's Zwift? Oh, it's already up. Let's have a look. Not updating. Bugger off. Okay, so next thing to do is work out why my other source. What balance? Draft. That's why. What balance has moved? Watch this. Pro as fuck move. That's the wrong one. Okay, undo that. And then change it to the draft gauge source. Doesn't seem to be the one that I want. Properties. Maybe I'll try draft gauge. No, it's just one. What's the other one? Properties. There we go. Alright, so now I've got to move that. Incredible. I think everything's all good now, I think. Hey John, I better use my fancy new logos. I don't know why I'm sitting in the pen, but I feel like I'm going to forget the race otherwise. I've got my crystal bars thing to drink out of. So what's his first race? I think it's up. Yeah, we go up that climb. I think it's aero, surely. I don't really give a crap. This is just a bit of stupid racing, isn't it? My microphone might be a little bit doing as because I've got it mounted on the same spot I've got my keyboard and mouse. Hopefully it's not too annoying. What happens if I touch Zwift? Do I lose? I do lose the chat. It's kind of annoying. I'll get the chat back. Put it over here. Ah, there we go. 6 days off, John. I had a few days off too. Not 6 days. Well, they're uphill finishes, but they're all drafty as hell. Like this first one, it's basically sitting in the pack until the last few hundred meters. And then, I've got to get rid of my studio mode, it's hard to see what's going on. And then maybe I'll change. I should use this while I'm talking, shouldn't I? Yeah, so this bit's just drafty. The last one, I think, race 4 is the one up Fox Hill. That's the one I'm going to struggle with, but it's alright. That's what Zwift is, isn't it? Come on, Scott. Alright, better get into race mode. Downtown. Where's Pete? Going backup music? What do you mean backup music? Shit, I better get ready to go. Hey Carl. Let's see how I go today. Back on Bluetooth with my trainer. I might have to change it for race 2. I feel like I run out of gears. I think it loses the connection. End up in the 11th seat. We'll see. Josh Harris is there. He's going to kick everyone. Kick my ass anyway. I've got the air conditioning going, Carl, and the fan. But yeah, the air conditioning's not enough. I'm trying to look like a real streamer, not a Zwift racer. I was telling David, it took a long time to make those transitions. Be much quicker now than I know how to do it. But to make it so you can see the screen that you're on as a transition slides to the next one instead of the next screen. It's not just the usual OBS transition. It's probably not really worth it. I like learning something new. Made me smile after hours and hours and hours of frustration. It slowed up a lot. Yeah, I've thought about tweaking it, putting some borders and stuff, but I kind of, the problem with Zwift is you can't make it look too gamey, even though it is a game. I looked at other streamers, I might try something. I wasn't mad at you, I was just surprised. I was like, what the hell has happened here? Kyle and Pete. I thought you were just joking, doing your usual, I'm feeling terrible guys. I just ignore you when you say that. And then I look up and you're doing 0.05 watts per kilo. I don't like the sponsor boards. Oh, there we go, a little bit of a hill here. Don't know why I'm on headphones. I haven't even bothered to get Discord. Is Piglet in Discord? I forgot to get Discord. Can you hear the noise of the trainer? Going crook, 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 crook. Hey, Tavius. I think it's the trainer in the bike. Yep. I'm back and I'll be at the back on this climb maybe. Zert has me about 25 watts down on my threshold. Shite. Don't need words, just need one word. Someone's going. But unbeknownst to me, the rest of the team did the FRR race before the TTT. Well, I don't know how many did, but a few of them. And I wake up last minute, joined the race. Probably smashed the first, put a little hard, but Freaking hell. They were dead. James still smashed it. Alright, here we go. Oh, it's the reverse. Is it or is it full? I always forget. Two, three of them gone early. It's like Haagen-Dazs ice cream. Oh, shut up, trainer. Don't know if you guys can hear that. Hopefully I've got good mic settings so you can't. Show you Mike. Nature of fitness, isn't it? I think it's the trainer and bike connection. I'll try adjusting it. Maybe I should put some grease. Pay attention to this race. Someone's gone. That wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. Nice one, Josh. I did pretty well to be close to Josh. Oh, Leeson didn't win this time. Scott. Gosh damn. That was actually a pretty good result for me. 24th was what I got, I think, last time I did this. That's my best result. Let's try and get the Discord. See if Piglet's there. Good thing is you can't see my screen well enough. Come on, Discord, what are you doing? Oh, no one's there. Yeah, I moved because it's staying in Richmond at the moment, so I moved the trainer. I tried to lock it down, but I think it just probably need to clean it. It is. It's a very expensive table. It's height adjustable. Hasn't got wheels, but it's very easy to move. I think it's got a cover that you can replace without buying a new table. You wait, I'll be sponsored by an ironing board company soon. It'll be like Peter Sagan's shower head adverts. John, let's see how you went. Make sure I enter the next event. I don't see Piglet. I beat Gatesy. I went a bit early just so that I wasn't having to close down the guys at the front. Creel. There you are, John. Yeah, definitely. I gotta take a photo, don't I? Oh, what a masterpiece. 7.7. .8. This is like a ZRL, WTRL stream by Zwift Community, isn't it? You can't see shit. I can, you can't, suckers. Alright. Roll the last bit. And ride. And you. That'll do, donkey. Alright, I better swap over. Let's start this one. What's this next race? I know there's courses. Surely that's not going to be the third one. Cannot be. Third one cannot be that one. But no, I'm not doing that. That's what I love it says. This is Harrogate, or whatever you call it. I think it's Harrogate. Doesn't really matter, does it? I know it finished on the hill. I know when there's a kilometre to go. So, come on, intensity factor. 96% still. What balance? Get back up there to 20. Come on, John. You can do the other two. I better listen to my headphones. Actually, no, I don't need to, do I? I've got no one in there. I can breathe through my ears. What's Piglet doing? Is he doing the FRR or is he doing the other one? Yeah, I think you go down then back up that long drag. It's a hill, but it's drafty as hell. I think I'm near the front. See if anyone pops up. Too close to the front now. I think we go left and around. I don't know. Yeah, we go back past the start finish banner behind us. How's my sound? I think I'm a bit loud, aren't I? Turn myself down just a touch. Is that better? Oh, they knocked down those buildings pretty quick. I think we do the Queen's Highway, forward or reverse. Hope we're not going up the... There we go, so reverse Queen's Highway or forward? I don't know. Problem is I got that friggin' hill this way, don't we? And there's some solid attacks there maybe. Is that what it's called? Otley Road. Cheers, Scott. Oh, push through the front then. It's alright. Didn't use much energy. Can you not see my draft meter very well? What's going on there? Oops. There we go. Why didn't you tell me, Carl? I'm missing a bit of momentum going up this climb. No one seems to be pushing there. Cheers, Ian. My bike and trainer are not working in harmony tonight. Well, they are. I'm just having a really good time. That's why they make a lot of noise. Oh, I'm going to ride on from Bullet. Definitely up the fan. How are you feeling, Ian? You getting better? There's Josh to my right. I'm going to try and make first round of the RL. I finished work late. I might have to hire an electric scooter, get home earlier, jump on the bike with a couple of minutes spare maybe. Our team's a bit light on at the moment. For aero, burrito's pumping. Alright, here we go. That's right, we get another one, don't we? Yes. Don't think they'll win that tuck here. Oh, this is easy. It's going to change though. There goes someone. Someone else following. Did I get him? Nah, he just got me. I could have rested. Where'd Josh come? Surely he did well then. Where's Josh? I think he's coming back from COVID still. There's Gatey. Is that Niles? Don't think so. I was too cross-eyed. Scott. I was just waiting for as late as possible to get in then. Here's Josh. Thought Niles was doing the other ride. Still makes me laugh. I can't even hear the burrito. What a downtown. I did it so many times I know what it sounds like. The guy that won this race, or Josh? I think it was a guy that he was in second place that won this series last week, and maybe he's in first now. Or he was in first and now he's in second. I can't remember what I got then. '29th. Yeah, so my 24th was good. I'll check where you are, John, but you said you had nothing. Where's Piglet? Is he doing FRR, James? Oh, here we go, easy street down the hill. I've already given him a ride on. Let's go and spell. Yeah, I forgot to join Discord, but when I did, he wasn't there. I haven't seen his name pop up. How long have we got? 2 minutes. What have I got? 6.5. I'll be able to join race 4. Get down this hill, get my XP. What's his last one? I should use a climbing bike, shouldn't I? Come on, XP. Show my distance. To update. Probably not. Is it gravel? What's this one coming up then? Is this the... There's race 4 Mercury, and this one's, where's my events? You could have actually told me when. I can't get it. This is London, okay, so I better use my climbing bike, shouldn't I? 58 seconds. Don't matter too much. Cedar tree, okay. Gravel then for sure. I think it finishes, can't remember it. I think it finishes just as you enter those little bridge things like we've done before. Not bridge, buildings. Oh, I got to get my normal Zwift. Look at that. How pro. If only my trainer and bike didn't squeak. Is that a suggestion to enhance, or is something else? Does my stream look alright? Bit of elbowing going on here. It's like the bloody Australian national champs, which are on tomorrow. A few of my area masters team, I think, did the national grand final today. That's pretty costly though. Jeez. Don't know if I can afford that. Ah, yeah. You know what it is? Because I drank on my end. Insta360 is why I don't use it as my webcam. It has auto zoom, which is annoying as hell because I don't want it to change. For some reason it picks up objects as my face. Not sure what it says about my face. Bit of an odd breakaway here. Total waste of energy. Pack's going to roll so fast here. Having said that, I'll probably win now, won't I? Now we're drawing him back in. This is going to be painful. Like these races never are. Idiot Ben. Lost a draft. Alright, guys, you go. Alright, turn up the road. I thought I was going to gate you. It was up the road further. There's Josh. You're saving yourself last race. What's that plane direct? It's 2. Can't remember who got the first one. Yeah, that sucks, Jane. That really sucks. I was like, I think it levels off here. Got to put an effort in to catch the draft. Never really leveled off, did it? I thought when it went left. Come on, you turn, you big-headed wolf. There we go. Why does it make me do an effort to do that? Oh, I meant to change my glasses. I'm guessing they want ranking points. Because if Leeson doesn't do all the races, does his ranking points not count? Is that what they're hoping? Scott, you're as bad as Kyle. Where is Carl? Why don't you do these tiny races, Carl? Carl, I'm calling you out. Kick you off the burrito team. How long have we got till the next race? Did I miss it? No, I've got 5 minutes. Why isn't it on there? Oh, because I turned around maybe. I better make sure I join it just in case. How about that? I've made a picture. I've got to use my gravel bike, don't I? I can't kick him off even when I try though. Not that one. Yeah, so I'm relying on the chat here. This will be good content if it's not a gravel climb. Starts in 3 minutes. Did I unsign myself out of that? Wrong one. Been a while since I've been on Zwift. Okay. Gravel, gravel, gravel. I think the Cadexes are also the good wheels anyway. I think they fixed that issue up. Come on. Ah, things in the way. For some reason I wasn't signed up. That's weird. I think Josh was third on mine. I can't bother to type. If you're watching Josh later on, showed third on mine. First three, oh, easy, easy. It's just a cocoa run. Yeah, that's what you're doing, car. I'm 5 kilos heavier than I should be. I'm still doing them. Dropouts. Well, there was a bit of a weird issue with that last finish. Gates was right next to me as I crossed the line. I thought I might have just got him, but then he was like 10 seconds up on the leaderboard. When we went over the line, he disappeared. Josh thought he won, come third. Apart from that, they all look normal. No dropouts. Yeah. 37 kilogram guys, just a kid. Unfortunately, is not. Someone needs to give him a good feed somehow. Definitely dysmorphia there. All right, here we go. Yeah, but you did friggin' FRR before it, Carl. No wonder you got dropped. Alright, gravel bike. It's gonna be painful, maybe, till we get to the turn. And then painful after that. God, this is hot already. Come on, Gravel. My God. I'm done here. Someone's steering. I thought it finished earlier. I thought it was a halfway up one. Then I realised how far it was once we're on the climb. I'm glad I swapped to the dirt bike, but unfortunately, so was everyone else. Luckily, I'm not allowed in it, James. I did the smart thing by not entering. I need a that's bullshit transition, don't I? That's bullshit. I think I did, Mick. You might have been giving up, but I'll take that victory out, whoever it was. It was that little carrot. Make me press that a little bit harder. Yeah, Mick, I'm trying to make my stream a bit better. Very few people on Zwift actually do much more than just camera in Zwift. Not really. It's really just for my own enjoyment. I spent a long time making this transition so that you can see both screens behind it. Because if you just do a normal transition, see how it just does that. So if you do a wipe, let me see. Yeah, so I do cut. Oh, let's wait, let me do cut. I've forgotten how to actually do the transition from here. Got to add a transition. So if I do cut, I didn't really cut. Oh, you just have to take my word for it. I've got a cam here. I got another camera. It's just a matter of trying to work out where to go. Because the thing is, if I just want to make a face cam, I can just use my normal camera. Zoom in. Oh, I cut my head off. So I thought I'd do a camera where you can actually see, except now I'm super zoomed in because of the 360. Always thinks I want to see my face. Yeah, I've got the main light you can see to my, there. That's also RGB, but I think it looks better if I just use it to light my face. So I need to get another one. But this isn't my permanent setup, this is over at my house, sitting at my mum's house in Richmond on the cobble climbs. But when I get back to my place, I'll look at setting up something a bit more. I've got a third camera I can use. It's kind of weird, because I use my phones. USB cameras are shite. Use your phone, you can get ultra high definition. You don't use it for the stream, but it means you can zoom in. So this camera, if I zoom in more, I still get detail. If you use a 1080p webcam, it just looks blurry as fuck. This Insta360 does 1080p, so it's good for wide angle. but I've got my other phone, my old Samsung. For some reason the aspect ratio is wrong. So I've got to adjust the aspect ratio on it when I connect it up. Tried all sorts of different things. Yeah, see, I like this view because you can see what I'm doing. So I've got OBS over here, which I put on my left screen. I've got the chat up here. The thing about streaming is you look up and they've got all the Elgato Stream Deck and things. I was looking at them, I was thinking, what's the point? I don't understand it, but then I realised that unlike Zwift, all the other streamers are using the keyboards to play games. So you need an extra device that you're not using the game on. Whereas we can just use our keyboard and mouse and action everything. So we've got basically a Stream Deck already on our keyboards, which we aren't using except for pressing the power up and changing the camera angles. I think I've got my microphone set up pretty good now. What do you think? I took off active noise reduction because you get odd effects. It doesn't sound as natural. It's kind of good to hear the fans, hear the creaking trainers, gear changes. GP Llama has really good active noise reduction, but it's too quiet. It's just him talking. It's not, I don't know, maybe it's, you guys think it sounds better. I can adjust things a little bit. The gain, a few other things, but I turn off active noise reduction. I'm thinking I might go to a dynamic mic, because Whitney, she doesn't use a microphone at the moment. I've tried to get her to use one, but she's not real. She likes simple plug and play. So, yeah, John. Funny thing, you can hear the Dorito. If you actually watch back the streams, you can hear the Dorito take a while to really bite in. So you'll see when I'm sprinting, you can hear the trainer whir up and then start biting in. It's one of the things I don't like about the Dorito compared to the Wahoos. It took me a while to get used to putting the pressure on the pedals and waiting for the trainer to come to you. When I had active noise reduction, there's a kind of you could hear the background noise for half a second, and you can mess around with the attack and the release for ages to get it right. But still, if you're listening on a good set of headphones, for me I find it annoying. I got this boom, really cheap, shitty boom, on Amazon. I think it cost me like $20 Australian. I didn't realise it came with a microphone with it, so I just attached my Blue Yeti to it. But I tried using that microphone the other day, trying to get Whitney to use this mic for her work. It's not that bad, but you do hear the difference. Most people could use it, and it'll be better. But once you do back to back, the Blue Yeti sounds much better. I don't really like the software so much though. I'd like to try a different company. I think Elgato's got really good software, but they do come at a premium. I should change bike, shouldn't I? The good thing about having a microphone too, someone asked on one of the Zwift Facebook pages about running Discord and TTTs. The great thing about having the microphone is it's away from your sweat and the fan. You can get it, like as I said, I got that $20 microphone with the boom. It just plugs straight into your headphone jack if you've got a PC and a sound card. That works perfectly fine. Only thing is you can't plug your headphones in. It doesn't have a headphone jack like the good mics do. So you need to have Bluetooth headphones. But there are a lot of cheap USB mics out there that do the job. I just like to use a dynamic mic because you can still hear the background noises, it just isn't quite as bad. Hey Phil, check this out Phil. I spent ages making these. I can do them a lot quicker now that I know what to do. But when you look at YouTube how-to videos, I always miss a few things. You're like, how'd they do that? Well, you do what they did and it doesn't work out. So you got to dive through all the chats. People saying this is what you need to do at this point. And eventually I couldn't use the file that he said to make because he's probably running some $10,000 gaming computer. So when I tried to run it, my system basically showed 3 frames. So then you go to another program, make a W something file, and then it gets nice and smooth like this. I mean, you can still do those, but I like being able to see the back. The previous video. So if I go to my holding screen, like Captain America, I can do this all day. How's my mic? When I do that, does it pick up the sound? Because I've got to attach my just wait a second. I've got it attached to my expensive adjustable desk. Because I've been on holidays, Phil, I've basically been spending my time either trying to ride, spend time with Whitney. Yes, I've been trying to spend time with Whitney when she's doing her work, because she does tutoring and it's Chinese people, so they don't basically over Christmas time, they've got lots of tutoring going on. So riding my bike or spending time trying to learn DaVinci Resolve. I came very close to spending the dosh on getting the full DaVinci Resolve, just so it uses my graphics card to render everything. Takes a lot less time. The problem is, I don't know if you know much about DaVinci Resolve. You can spend full retail price for it, or you can buy one of the Blackmagic devices, and then you get the free DaVinci Resolve key. And the good thing about DaVinci Resolve is you have it forever. You have it forever until they decide to change the user agreement. But unlike what's it called? The other one, you have to pay a yearly subscription fee, which ends up to be thousands of dollars over the years. DaVinci Resolve, that's what they use to make Top Gun and Marvel movies and stuff. It's professional studio software. It's incredible what you can do. And you can do it all in one package. So basically it's sound, colour, cutting. If you wanted to, you can make your own graphics with it. You can import stuff into it. One of the things I want to use is a magic mask. So then you can, well, look it up on YouTube, but if you use magic mask, you can crop out things in a moving image. So if you're making a video of you climbing up a climb, you know how you spent ages trying to mask out a picture of yourself to put on a thumbnail? Well, imagine being able to do that, but on a video. So you can overlay things. You can change the background change the sky. So you can do all sorts of things with that magic mask. Well, I've got this is an old gaming computer as well. That's the thing about Zwift. It takes up hardly any power, so you can do a lot of stuff on streaming. Check to see my Insta360 is not making noise. No, I think I've got my Insta360 off. Anyway, so my other camera is the Insta360. The problem with the Insta360, the reason why I don't use it as my stream cam. I don't know what's going on with my auto power device. What's this thing? I think my Insta360 camera is about to die. But you just saw my demonstration about why I don't use it as my streaming camera. Because it zooms in for no goddamn reason. So I'm about to lose one of my devices. Or maybe it's give me a second. That's alright. It was my second TV. Relax, everybody. So, yeah, with DaVinci Resolve, I was tempted. Luckily I stopped. Because you can buy their pocket cam, Blackmagic pocket cam. People still sell the DaVinci Resolve key because if you buy a couple of Blackmagic products, you end up with 3 or 4 keys. So people don't use them. So you can, if I wanted to, I could spend $1,500 Australian on a second-hand pocket cam, so get a studio quality 4K pocket cam, $1,500. But then you get the program, it costs $500 usually. So you get a $1,000 cam. Of course, what am I going to do with it? It'll be too big for you to use on the bike, but I'll look it up on YouTube. Blackmagic Pocket Cam 4, there's a 6 now, but the 4 is 4K, 6 is 6K. And it's basically like a lot of the professional studio people, guys, use them as a B cam. They aren't perfect because they use a battery like hell, but the thing is, it's Blackmagic product. So being Blackmagic, they know everything about creating movies. So it's extremely, not so much upgradable, but you can plug it in to an extra power device. You can just upgrade the crap out of it. Yeah, so 4K resolution. So if you record in 4K, then as you know, you can zoom in and you still get 1080p. So it means you can take a shot. If you don't like part of it, you can crop it. Or if you need to zoom in. There's a new 6K, you can also get the 8K if you really want to go nuts. The thing about the 4K though, I think it's not quite, that's why I sort of didn't pull the trigger on it, because it's not so portable. It really is a proper tripod type setup. You can use it as a portable camera, but it's not like a Sony Action Cam and GoPro, although I'm hearing a lot of people don't like the new GoPros anymore. Yeah, well, especially with the 360. I like my 360, but it will be awesome when you can get 4K on the front cam and 4K on the back camera, because you do lose a lot of resolution once you do finally cut down the picture. But the great thing about them is the fact that you don't have to worry about stabilization, and you can get the shot you want. And one of the great things about the Insta360 is you can record a 1 hour video and make 100 different videos out of it, because you can get so many different cuts. One of the reasons why I got the Insta360 for my outdoor riding is sometimes things happen behind you which you don't ever notice, or your camera's not looking at unless you've got a front and rear camera, but then it could be off to the side. I should change. I've got to make some more cool transitions. How's your back going, Phil? Have you pretty much, is it the sort of thing people ask you about and you're like, oh, that's right, I forgot about my back, or is it still something that is with you every day? Yeah, exactly. That's what, hard thing about the 360 is actually thinking about a way to mount it. Because it isn't the, like, I know you put it on your wrist, which is probably one good way. Because putting it on top of your helmet, kind of look like a dick, don't you? What would it be? Like, it's basically, I think an Insta 360, if you're a bike YouTuber, is definitely a go-to tool. Drones, I do like drones, but it's, I don't know, is anyone else with me that when you see drone footage, there's so much drone footage now that you just, I don't know, it's almost like, well, that's cool, but it doesn't hit you like it used to. Saying that, I do like, if I had a drone, I'd make drone footage. I like the follow drone footage. The thing about doing outdoor footage, it seems like it's cool. Like, you watch Phil. Yeah, he had a GoPro, didn't he? I think it was not so much the GoPro, but I think it was the rigid mount that was the issue, because he had it drilled into his helmet, as far as I remember. It's definitely something that, now that you mention it, given your crash and my crash where you do hit your helmet hard and still suffer concussions, I wouldn't want to be risking putting something on the helmet. But getting back to doing the outdoor vlogging, when you see someone do it well and it's seamless transitions, whereas in reality it's so much putting the camera down, riding off, coming back, picking it up, riding down the road, putting it down, coming back, picking it up. So much B-roll footage that you got to take to make it look good. Yeah. Because drone footage looks cool, so it's so tempting just to fill it out. And the problem is, if you get really cool drone footage, it's hard to put in other footage without making it look dross. Mind you, I've got a drone footage at the moment following myself. The perfect drone. Oh. God, I'm glad there's not 5 tiny races. I know I could do 5, but I'm glad there isn't. I did pretty good peak power for that last race, 924 watts. I ended up just having a few rests so that I could do an attack near the end. I was cooked. I had a few things I wanted to talk about, but I forgot what they are. Yeah, Phil, that's what you've really got to do. Vegan Cyclist does it well, but you still, once you know how videos are edited, you just think in the back of the mind how they rode up that climb, come around, come back again. I don't know if you saw in Discord, Gunnar posted up a really good video of someone doing a landscape around his area. And it's such a top quality video, but I just had the back of my mind how he skied down that hill and his camera's 500 metres back up the hill, and what an effort that would have been just to get back up and get it. He probably used his snowplow, but still. So I can see why you get Piglet and Jane along for your rides. It's the sort of thing you've really got to do it for yourself, because you wouldn't last very long creating those videos if you're doing it to try and get appreciation from other people. T8, so it's T8, does it start from the top? So it's just below, what is it, 1, 2, 3, is it just below your, what will I say, 3/4 of the way up your back? Or does it start, this T means something else. Yeah, you couldn't do all that work if it wasn't something that you do just for you, like out of your interest, and then if other people like it, then that's the bonus. I don't know how much money you make out of it, but I'm pretty certain you wouldn't be able to retire on it, that's for sure. I remember watching someone talk about the twitches. Okay, so C is the neck, middle of the back. So have you lost a lot of flexibility? You might look like Chris Froome on the bike now. We've got ZRL starting on Tuesday. I was going to be taking the first 2 rounds off because I finish work at 6:30 at night the next 2 weeks at least, and the races started around 7:15 or 7:19 or something, which doesn't give me much time to get home and jump on the bike. But the problem is with the aero team being in the middle of January summer, like today, a lot of them have gone out and done National Grand Fondo. So it looks like I'll be jumping on a rented e-scooter and getting home a little bit quicker than the tram or train. So I might be joining you in the hospital bed footage. Hopefully not, but I haven't ridden a scooter for a long time. I think 3 years ago I had a quick joyride on one when they first came out around the block, the rented ones. So I'll be taking it easy, but it means I can get home in about 25 minutes. I have the bike all ready to go in the morning. Probably just leave the computer running all day. I'm not really that excited about doing Zwift racing, but the team, it kind of sucks if you haven't got enough people on the team, because there's no point doing the season if the first race you get disqualified. Although having said that, Zwift and WTRL, you're knobheads. What is going on with that? The final series is bullshit. Seriously. It's nothing. It's just rubbish. Battle points for the next race, and then what is it, hill climbs for the first semi, something else like a points race for the next semi-final, and then a TTT for the final. It's rubbish. I honestly kind of wish that ZRL died and something else took over. I know the burrito guys are smashing FRR and dirt at the moment. Rather hilariously, smashing the FRR before the TTT the other day. I wake up, Phil, got on the bike with about 5 minutes to go before the TT. Did one pull, and then Kyle and Peter whinging about being dead, and I was thinking, good joke guys, good joke. But they were. I didn't realise they'd done the, gotta go left here. I didn't realise they'd done the, oh crap, I missed it. A race beforehand. Yeah, so $100 a month, and then you spend $30,000. Lucky you got a full-time job to pay for it, Phil. But I mean, in reality, you'd be still doing those even if you weren't making the videos, wouldn't you? So you're picking up the extra bonus, although you do spend a long time editing those videos. But that's one thing I like about doing DaVinci Resolve, learning it, is that when I look how much time I spend cycling, I think I could have become, I wouldn't say world-class musician, but the amount of time we spend cycling, if we put that into learning to play the piano in another language, kind of feels stupid doing what we do. Especially as you lose fitness. I know you can get it back, but if you stop playing the piano for 3 weeks, when you come back to it, you're not 30% or 20% worse at it. Yeah, I got sick because when I picked up my new job and started working in an office again, Phil, of course I got all the new germs that my body hadn't seen. So I didn't get COVID. I got on testing. Maybe I'm one of those people who doesn't actually test positive for COVID. But I kept on getting colds and things. So apart from starting a new job where I'm not at home, I have to go into the office. I think I might be able to start working from home in a month or two if they let me, but I can't just sit at home, jump on the bike straight after work or even during some work. I could ride to work, but there's no showers, so even if I do find a safe spot to put my bike, I come to work sweaty, stinky. Can't be good for your butt, sitting there sweaty all day. Oh, the Christmas party. I remember I told you, well, I was lucky, not that I was going to go, but our being contract workers for the government, they were very, if it was a government job, they'd just have an office party because they don't give a crap. But being contractors for the government, they didn't want to lose a contract by all the workers getting sick, so they canned the office party because of COVID being rampant in Australia at the moment. It's not a big deal as such because so many people are vaccinated, plus it's the strains are consequences aren't so great anymore. Yeah, that's true, Phil. Well, Phil Zwift. There is a lot of content creators, like the big ones, Like Mr. Beast, I wonder if they know about their tax obligations so much. Maybe that's a niche market. Instead of making videos on how to make videos better, making videos on how to deal with your tax issues after you become successful. Only problem is you'd have to be across all the different, what do you call it, jurisdictions of tax law. So it would be a very niche market, but look at us, we're doing Zwifting. Can't really get much more niche than that, can you? I mean, even chess absolutely destroys Zwift streaming. Not that there's anything wrong with chess, but still. I saw I saw my sister at Christmas, and she made me laugh because she's like, "Oh, you get a lot of people watching the stream." I was like, "What?" I get like 100. She's like, "Yeah, you get 100." In Australia, I shouldn't laugh, but TikTok had a thing about a year ago which basically showed how you can raw GST credits. So you pretend you're starting up a business, get an ABN, GST reporting role or something, whatever it is. Pretend you buy like $500,000 worth of stuff. Then you get your GST credits back, rolling in money, and then you say that you've ended your business. Yeah, it is super niche. I was riding around on Zwift last night, and some guy's like, "Oh, come and watch me on Twitch." And I watch people Zwifting. I was thinking, bugger off, I'm not watching you ride on Twitch. I'm Zwifting here myself. But, I mean, I do watch a lot of it, but if someone asks me to go and do it while I'm riding on Zwift, it's a bit of especially when they say, "Come and give me motivation." It's like, I can give you motivation here, buddy. Pedal harder. Yeah, it's GST credits. So basically, because you collect GST, Phil, you're buying, say you go and buy like a truck for your business. You go and buy a $500,000 Mack truck or whatever, those Kenwood trucks or whatever they are. So you've got to pay GST on that, but because you're a business, you shouldn't actually pay the GST, so then you get the GST credit. And then once you start making money on it, using the truck, then you pay the GST back, something like that. Basically, you get the GST credit because you're not supposed to be paying GST because you're a business. Something like that. So some bright spark on Twitch showed it, and then it just took off during COVID. Lots of young Twitch watchers are now being chased by the government for debts of like $50,000 for defrauding the government. And because it's a fraud case that is taken to court, there is no sympathy whatsoever. And the biggest issue is because people didn't really know what they're doing, friends would go, "Okay, I'll do it for you, but you give me 10, 20, 30% or or whatever it is. And then the poor innocent fools are then left holding the bill. So they've gone and bought themselves a new car, but they're down 20 or 30% already. And the new car is, as you know, you lose a bit of money if you've got to sell it again. So the moral of the story is, don't get your tax advice on social media. Unless it's Phil Lovett starting up a new channel. And I wouldn't take it because you wouldn't know anything about the Aussie system. Probably pretty similar. Money for nothing and your chicks for free. What time is it? I really should get off the bike. You doing a ride, Phil? There's my fella. I keep forgetting to dual record because my Wahoo Bolt bit the bullet. Rather amusingly, my heart rate monitors last longer than my Wahoo Bolt. And so I used my phone, but then getting this new stream set up, well, the last few times also, because I used my phone for the webcam. As you can see, so there's my phone there. So I've got the phone plugged into the computer, so that's why you get a nice smooth image. But it means it's hard to reach if I want to set up a dual record. I really need to get, I've got another older phone, I need to get that set up, so that I can hit dual record. Not that it makes much difference, it's more for my own, like you know Phil, if you can look at your dual record and then confirm that your trainer and your pedals are not doing anything weird, it's just a nice bit of backup information, especially if you feel like you're riding like crap or riding stupidly well. Tempo with 90-second searches. I hate doing, I know David Raynham loves doing sweet spot. Is that what you're doing at 15 minutes, or is it 15 minutes at FTP? Yeah, it's pretty much. Like I was doing dual recording a long time ago when I got the Asiomas. Well, actually, when I got my stages. Is my kicker reading right? Bloody hell. 15 minutes. How long have you got between the 15 minutes? See, I wouldn't even want to do 2 by 15 minutes at tempo. I dislike tempo because it feels just as hard as doing it at your threshold. Well, it doesn't really, but you do tempo and you're thinking it should feel easier than this. I need a race to make myself feel like it's easier. Yeah, now you're talking my language. I like blue and green. on my workouts. Yeah. I don't do it much anymore. I haven't actually done it for ages. But the other one that I liked doing when I was first sort of really getting into structured training was Runnerstad, where you do 15 seconds on, 15 seconds off, I think it is. So you do 7 by 15, not 7, you do 15 of those 3 times. You can do 2. You can even just do 1. It's always better doing 1 than none. Oh, which screen is, no, I actually kind of, maybe it's just me because I like looking at myself. But this screen's better than the other one, isn't it, for talking? I don't know. It's good to change it up. Only thing is my camera's a lot higher up, so when I'm looking at the screen I'm looking down rather than looking up. I watched a video about making LUTs so that I can change the lighting and things using a LUT in OBS. I might play around with that. Yet, it's actually one of the reasons why I like the tiny races, is that you do the race, bug it for a few, like 20-30 seconds, and then you can have a chat until the next one. Because when I was making these transitions, one of the things, the reason why we don't do transitions in Zwift is because we spend so much time just dead. You start the race chatty, and then it gets quieter and quieter until you get dropped. And if you don't get dropped, you talk less and less and less. Which is not too bad, because if you got a lot of people in the chat, they can chat to each other. Whereas other streamers, sort of physical battle. So they might be concentrating on gaming or something, but the games don't go very long, usually. And a lot of them are doing Minecraft and stuff. So there's a lot of interaction with the viewers. Zwift, unless you're Pete, and it's naturally as hilarious as, you're usually just doing this. So the good thing about tiny races is that they kill you, but you get that interaction between the races. So you can actually have a transition. It's no good having a transition if you're blowing out your ass. Awesome. I'm going to do a tiny race tomorrow morning, the late time slot, the American time slot. I say that now. Let's see if I wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning. Well, actually I've got to wake up at 7:30 in the morning to make the race at 8. But then I might sit on the bike later on, depending if your videos, because you will release it. What time is the best time to release the videos for views? It seems to be around my midnight or something. So you're, what would that be? 11 hours difference. So you're 1 o'clock? I don't know if I'll destroy them, but yeah, that's one of the reasons why I want to do it at 8 o'clock in the morning. Just to see the difference. If I can get up in time, I'll stream it. Title it, I thought this was going to be easier. Yeah, 5 or 6. Yeah, so I won't be able to watch it on Sunday. I'll watch it on Monday night. I don't know if you heard earlier before, but I was thinking about getting a dynamic microphone because Whitney wants to use a microphone. So I think for her stuff, a dynamic microphone is better because a condenser mic, they pick up too much background noise. And so in the Zwift environment, it's not so bad because you get so much noise that you don't hear trucks and things coming down the street. But one of the issues is if she uses my microphone for her recording, for voice recording stuff, obviously not being in a studio, you pick up, it's amazing what noises you can pick up. If I'm sitting in the other room, you can hear everything. Like I can, if I'm having my breakfast, you can hear me using the spoon in the bowl on the other side of the house. So condenser mics are what you use in the studio because you want to pick up every single bit of detail. But dynamic mics are what they use. Like if you're playing in a stadium, and you're playing a band, you just want to hear the noise of the thing next to you. Which dynamic mic do you use? Because you do have good sound. Is it USB? Because I kind of want to go to XLR because Whitney's only got a Surface Pro. And I think the USB microphones use up a little bit more processing power. And she's already, with Zoom, with the touch screen, her presentation stuff, she often has to use an iPad as a second screen to do stuff because the computer's absolutely chugging. But USB microphones are so much easier. And obviously you don't have to spend money on a XLR. Cheers. I think I got my microphone set up pretty good, but I'll be interested to see what it sounds like. If there's a big improvement, then I'll go to that one. Oh, starting to sweat. Got my fan off. Getting acclimatised. I've got the air conditioning on. It's supposed to be 18 degrees, but I don't think this air conditioner deals with me in this tiny room. One of the things about YouTube too is you only do 1080p. Kind of good. Don't see all the horrible things. Cheers, Phil. I better go. I've done an hour on this race 4. I'll turn around and get that 26 kilometres. Got my ugly canyon grail. Maybe I should get the mountain in the background. Oh, my camera's zoomed in. Stupid 360. That's the reason why I don't use it as my webcam. Ah, the thing got in the way. $26K. Done and dusted. Alright, I better go. Thanks for watching, everyone. Enjoy your day. See you tomorrow, maybe.